Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sarge from Inner Gaming coming to you with a PlayStation 3 video on Nissan's GT Academy 2013. This is going to be utilizing a demo of Gran Turismo 6. Now, Gran Turismo 6, all of us thought it was going to come out on the PlayStation 4. However, Sony surprised us by saying it was going to come out on the PlayStation 3. And they have also improved the HDR lighting and have implemented adaptive tessellation, which was a thing that we thought could only be brought to next-gen consoles. Now here we go. Let's see. Turn down the volume here a bit. Alright, here we go. GT Academy, this is going to be the second race that I'll be doing on it. We're going to be driving the Nissan Leaf. It is their all-electric car from Nissan. And because this is Nissan's GT Academy, we're going to be driving all of their cars. See how this car is super quiet? That's because it has electric engines. It doesn't use a gas engine. Period. Getting a little squirrely. Alright. Maybe I should work on my driving a little bit, or concentrate on driving. At least I'm in this place now. They also worked with a couple of different shock companies, shocks and strut companies, to get more realism into the suspension. As you can see by the sway from these cars is a lot more than normal, or at least what you're used to in Gran Turismo. I think they're starting us off in these leaves to basically get people that want to compete ready for it, because these cars really can't get above 100 miles an hour. However, for an all-electric car, it does handle surprisingly well. I do have to hand it back. I'm not driving with any sort of race wheel, because, quite frankly, I can't afford one. However, I am driving with the standard DualShock 3 controller. I know I'm not the best right now, but GT Academy is not only for the competition, it's also for fun, seeing how you stack up against other people. Here we go. That's my time. I completely hauled ass as compared to the as compared to the AI. And you do get credits in the demo, or the GT Academy, to try and purchase new vehicles. Now I've finished both the L3 and the L2 Sunday Cups that involve the Leaf. Let's see what I can do. There we go. Congratulations for conquering the Sunday Cup. For the next event, you'll be moving up a class to the Clubman Cup. Clubman Cup is a one-make race for owners of the Nissan 370Z. You better get down to the dealership and buy yourself one. Alright, so dealership 370Z. The 370Z costs $43,750. I like this red. I think I'm going to go with vibrant red on this one. Yes, I'm going to purchase this car. Looks like you're ready to roll. I'm counting on you to give the Clubman Cup everything you got. Of course. Here we go. This is an L2 race, Grand Valley Speedway. So this is going to be one of the classic speedways from the Gran Turismo franchise. The loading is certainly much faster in the GT6 demo than it currently is in GT5. Beautiful Nissan 370Z. If I can catch a draft here. I gotta say, this car feels much better than it does in GT5. GT5, I was all over the place with this car, and right now she's sticking to the road. Thanks for that little attempted pit maneuver there, Mr. Beige 370. Alright. In fourth place, still got 1.5 laps to go. That's not too bad. Why did he slam me? Second place, 1 car to go and 1 lap to go. Shouldn't be too difficult. I hope you guys like that little dodge maneuver that I did up there. do have to hand it to the guys at Qualifiers Digital. The stuff definitely looks better, especially at a distance. The distance shots definitely look a lot better than they did in GT5. And that is race number 2 for today, the Clubman Cup Race 1, 370Z, and I smoked those guys. But of course, they're AI. I'm supposed to smoke them. Plus, I'm driving this as an automatic and not as a standard. If I was driving it as a standard, there should have been a lot more performance. And could have smoked them even more. But let's exit here and then go to the final race of the day. Race number 2 for the Clubman Cup in the Nissan 370Z. Autumn Ring. Alright. The Clubman Cup race number 2. That's the Autumn Ring. A very small, tight-knit track from the originals of Gran Turismo. Gold finish awards 10,000 credits. Let's take this Nissan 370Z in a vibrant red color around the track, passing the competitors. And take a look, it's the original theme song of Gran Turismo 5, Soul on Display. Why don't you just take it away? Bit on the outside on that one. I can recover. I'm only in 3rd place. There's another red 370 here. Boom, on the inside. How you like that, baby? Let's take on the silver one, see what I can do here. I don't want to cut into the grass too much. I'm in 1st place now. I just need to keep this lead. There we go. Move it. Move it. Shadows are sticking to the car much better than in Gran Turismo 5. Much better. They are much smoother, as well as the reflections are as well. It's not as much of a jumbly, pixelated mess. My e-brake didn't work. I was trying to spin across the finish line, but it wouldn't let me. Either that or I was pressing the wrong button. I don't know. Could have been pressing the wrong button. But there you have it. 7.9 second gap. Very, very good gap. But again, it's not as impressive because they're AI. There we go, 10,000 credits. Alright, what a race and what a victory. Well done on completing the Clubman Cup. That means the doors of GT Academy are finally open to you. Let's see what GT Academy has in store for us before I cut off for the next video. Alright, GT Academy takes place on the legendary Silverstone circuit. It's made up of 5 special events, all of which feature the 370Z. 4 of those 5 events will be time trials over specific sections of the track, while the final test will be a time trial over the full length of the course. Candidate selection will be based on the results of this last test. Keep trying and keep believing in yourself. You're sure to nail that super lap in the end. Alright, so basically what GT Academy is going to be is a time trial test. These first 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here, are going to be time trials for you to familiarize yourself with the course and get better and better and better. Then this final one is the entire course where you're going to be competing as a whole in the qualifying circuit. If you can get into the top, that's where they're going to send you to GT Academy. Alright. Now stay tuned for the next video, most likely tomorrow, where we will be going through the stages of GT Academy to see if I can qualify for the 2013 GT Academy held in Silverstone. This is Sarge, signing off.